What is up, y'all? We're back with another video, and today I'm doing a video you guys have been asking me to do. We will be ranking all the Terrifier franchise movies, but before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So I want to just say this real quick. Man, Art the Clown has carried the Halloween season with a Christmas movie. Yeah, let that sink. Art the Clown has carried the Halloween season with a Christmas movie. Am I wrong? Comment in the comments. But to get into this one was very challenging from certain angles, you know, ranking a Terrifier movie because I'm a huge diehard Terrifier fan. And, you know, starting back to the one I'm about to talk about that comes in at my least favorite. And it comes in at number 4. And it was technically, you know, Damien's first project, you know, after the Ninth Circle, because the Ninth Circle is like a short film. But All Hallows Eve. Now, this movie right here, you know, it was one of Damien's first projects, and it has like the anthology feel to it. It's basically, you know, about someone who gets a VHS tape on Halloween night with some kids, and through these stories, Art the Clown is like basically one of the stories. You know, he's like the slasher through the story that's popping in and out. And I want to say this is not bad. This is actually not bad. I remember seeing this years ago, man, and was just very interested because of the name and seeing the clown face on the front, which is Art the Clown, played by a different clown. This is not played by David Howard Thornton. His name is Mike Gianelli. So this was not played by David Howard Thornton. And you could kind of tell with the facial features and everything, it just looks a little different. But he did do good, though. The reason I kind of put this one last is because I like Terrifier. I like just knowing Art the Clown by itself, just him being that slasher through Miles County, his story, and, you know, just him being alone. Because in All Hallows Eve, we had a lot of things going on. I remember seeing the alien, the demons, the thing with the beak. And one scene that I really did, like, I like a couple scenes. I like the scene where Art the Clown comes up to the TV and he's like he's like kind of looking at the chick. And then I like when he's in the train station. So it was a decent film, you know. It just had a lot going on. It was kind of all over the place. Unlike, you know, Terrifier 1, 2, and 3, they had a story going. So, I mean, if you like anthologies and things like that, this would be one for you. And I like the whole concept with the VHS and, you know, how the woman ends up being, you know, involved with everything. I really did enjoy All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve comes in at number 4. Next, coming in at number 3, we have the first Terrifier movie. Now, this movie right here grew on me from different angles. When I first seen it, I was just like, kind of like, wow, I gotta keep watching it. So the more I kept watching it, it grew on me to the point I just started loving Terrifying Art the Clown. The scene that pulled me in the most was the pizzeria scene. I just thought that was just so creepy when I saw it on social media. Just seeing him, you know, kind of walk through the pizzeria with the bag. And you're kind of just like, man, is this guy a human or who is he? And I started to notice like, oh, this is the guy from All Hallows Eve. Because I wasn't too in tune for real, like knowing that, you know, All Hallows Eve connected with Terrifier. And I found out a little later. But I had seen All Hallows Eve before Terrifier. So yeah, when he sat down and everything, just his face, it was just like so creepy, just knowing he has that mom-like thing going for him, and, you know, what you're wondering, what's in this bag. And I just loved how gritty and grindhouse it looked, like with this whole imagery and everything with Terrifier, Art the Clown. I loved how the color grading was because it just made it stand out because on how rough it looked. This whole movie damn near is shot like in like a warehouse, you know, besides like the pizzeria and there. It's like this one big warehouse, which I think was very strategic. And it has one of the best kills in the Terrifier franchise, Dawn being hacksaw right down the middle through her JJ. And I think that just right there showed me the time that Damien was on with this movie. Like, I'm not afraid to show y'all this like Hollywood is. I'm going to show y'all what the hell is going on so you can feel it. And I think that moment right there, it was just that little moment, that little risk that Damien took with the hacksaw going up against Dawn. It just changed his life, bro, because that's what people knew Art the Clown for. Like, you talking about the guy with the hacksaw and everything, or you talking about the guy in the pizzeria scene? And I think think it was just the introduction, you know, of Art the Clown. It was basically us, you know, getting a handshake moment like, hey, I'm Art the Clown, horror community. Nice to meet you. This is who I am. And I think that right there, from that moment, he elevated. Now, it took some time for it to snowball, and then it ended up snowballing into my number 2, which is, it's so hard to pick, y'all. Like, I swear, I've been thinking. It is so hard to pick. But, you know, subject to change in the future. But my number 2 is Terrifier 2. And it was so hard because I'm like, man, I love it. It's one of my favorite slasher movies of all time, bro. Like, Sienna, oh my, Jonathan, everything about this was so, the clown cafe scene, and just kind of getting supernatural art, the opening in the morgue, everything was done so right. The soundtrack, that, I think it's the Equalizer, the name of the song, bro. I just play that sometimes while I'm editing. Like, I love how the beat goes, and just the whole factor with Sienna and this warrior, this angel warrior costume against the demonic entity Art the Clown. And I just liked how the story started kind of, you know, blossoming in Terrifier 2. And like I said, man, this was just a fun movie. I remember going to see it opening night in theaters, and it was just so fun. Such, you know, great reactions. And then, guess what? We get another brutal kill to put Art on the map, which was the bedroom. So these kills are helping Art, in my opinion, are elevating, because word to mouth from fans, like, hey, did you see that kill? And then he's starting to blow up off that, because people can't believe what they're hearing, and they go check it out. And like I said, man, Art the Clown is a horror icon, man. I told y'all he was going to be a horror icon. And Terrifier 3 cemented that, man. Still in Terrifier 2, just some of my favorite moments in the Terrifier franchise, you know, Sienna and Jonathan's mom's death with the shotgun through the window, Brooke with the freaking table leg with the nails in it, he's just going to the chest. It was just a whole fun movie, bro. The kills were just so, they were there. The kills were there. They were detailed and everything. And, you know, I think with this, Art the Clown's look got a little better. Because if you go back and look at, you know, Terrifier 1, definitely All Hallows Eve, I mean, even though it's 2 different people, his look started elevating. And once he got to 3, it was like, what the hell? His shit is, like, sharp now. But I just think in Terrifier 2, it was just fun. Like, the clown cafe scene, you got to see his personality a lot more through, you know, these scenes. And I love the costume scene with Sienna and Ricky, and just how that played out. And then we get this iconic moment with Art the Clown in these sunflower glasses. So that's why I said subject to change, for real. I think, you know, the reason Terrifier 3, to get into that, is my number 1, guys, obviously, is because, man, the movie, just that budget, like, as a whole movie, is just better than Terrifier 2. Like, the way it looks, just the production of it, everything is just so crisp. And I think I love Terrifier 3 for just being that unique Christmas slasher, and Damien taking that route and taking that risk, saying, hey, I'm gonna put Art in a Christmas environment, and he ain't even been in horror too long, but I'm gonna take that risk. And he bodies it. He literally bodies the Christmas aspect. And it's starting to be like, I can't unsee Art in a Santa costume. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still got that classic black and white, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that's how you know. Like, I can't even look at Santa Claus the same no more. Like, because it's like, now every time I see a red and white costume with a white fur ball and hat, I think of Art the Clown. And it's just such a good movie. The way it kicks up the first 10 minutes, the shower scene, you love Sienna in this. She feels so wholesome. She feels real. She feels like a character you've seen in real life. And I just think everything was done well. I love Victoria being on the sidekick to Art the Clown. I love the scene when Art the Clown walks into, you know, like this old abandoned house, and he's kind of like, she's honking a horn. He's like, man, like, it's those details that made me like this. Like, it's the little stuff that showed me that Damien put a lot of passion behind Terrifier 3, and he really was invested in his character, Art the Clown. And that final act is one of the best final acts I've seen. Action-packed and just scary, because you're scared for Sienna. You're scared for Art the Clown. You don't know what the hell is going on. You're scared for Gabby. And I just really enjoyed it, man. I think this one right here is like an Empire Strikes Back type of film. And it has like a lot of elements to get you prepared for 4. Who knows? Maybe 4 will be my favorite. But that's the beauty of these Terrifier movies. They keep getting better, you know. And not too many horror movies do that. Usually the third film, not trying to just be negative, but the third film always is trash. But it's like Art the Clown has this formula, and Terrifier, the movies, like, the longer the movies go on, the better they get. Like, it's crazy. So maybe Terrifier 4 will be my favorite, you know, next time we come around and do one of these. But like I said, Terrifier 3 is my #1. That shower scene is fucking brutal. From, you know, just the Scarface element to the Psycho element. Everything was just done so well. And then we get this nasty ass rat kill with Aunt Jess. And I think that this is just insane, bro. Just seeing what Damien can do. This is where he can really showcase what he can do. You know, besides like Terrifier 2, for real. I mean, we saw a lot what he can do, but this right here was so different. It was just top tier. And like I said, man, it didn't have the soundtracks like Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2 still got the best soundtrack in the franchise. I was hoping we got that in Terrifier 3, but it seemed that we ain't get that too much. And I think it was a song we got in this called Chrissy that was similar to like the Terrifier 2, but it's something about that, the equalizer, I want to say the name of the song is, that I really love and appreciate. But man, I love Clint Howard, Daniel Roebuck in that fucking bar scene. That is comedy. If I ever want to laugh, I will go to that scene, bro. He's like, he pissed on him. Like, just the way they were reacting like these old ass dudes in a bar. And Art the Clown, you know, throw the wallet on the counter. You're Maurice Jackson. Just so, bro, putting comedy and horror at a great balance, and it is done so well and so right. And it ends with the bang with the liquid nitrogen kill. Bro, you gotta love Terrifier 3, because I feel like they took those risks in this movie. And that's why I love it. I love seeing movies take risk, man. And like I said, this is definitely gonna be a Christmas movie that I watch every single damn year. I don't usually buy physical media just because I already got a lot going on, as you see. But if I buy physical media, just know that on this channel, if you hear me say I'm buying physical media, that means the movie was amazing. Like, it's one of my favorites, and I just don't trust the world right now. I don't trust the world to, you know, one day give up DVDs. I gotta have that physical copy of that, which is why I got the Steelbook for Terrifier 3, because that was immediately, once I left the theater, a Christmas classic. It's a Christmas classic, bro. And like I said, I'm not too big on Christmas horror. You know, I'm Silent Night, Deadly Night, Krampus. That's cool. You know, Gremlins. You gotta love those type of films, but I feel like that what they just did with Terrifier 3 immediately made me love a Christmas slasher, which was Terrifier 3. The Black Christmas element in it, you gotta love it. So yes, guys, that is my Terrifier movies ranked right there, guys. So we had All Hallows Eve at 4th, we had Terrifier 1 at 3rd, Terrifier 2 at 2nd, and we had Terrifier 3 at 1. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Comment down below your ranking for the Terrifier movies, y'all. I would love to see them. And by the way, your boy has his own slasher coming out very, very soon. I've been working on behind the scenes, and his name is Willie. Yes, his name is Willie, and I think you all will really enjoy Willie. He's a very interesting character, and the trailer is out right now. The official trailer is out. I will have him somewhere up here where you can click the trailer. Please go show us some love, and, you know, comment, you know, leave a comment, say, hey, I'm from the Terrifier video or something. I would love to see you guys over there. Definitely check it out, man. Worked very hard on that. But unfortunately, this is the end of the video. I want y'all to hit me up on all my social medias at ILIKESCARY. I want y'all to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. Peace.